She is cool, she is calm, she responds to your messages without urgency. She does not chase, she does not bring up feelings. She carries herself like someone who could take you or leave you, and she does it so convincingly that you have started to believe it. But here is the thing about a woman who has genuinely caught feelings and decided to hide them. The feelings do not disappear just because she has decided not to show them. They leak quietly, consistently, through 8 specific behaviors that she almost certainly does not realize are giving her away. If someone in your life has been acting unbothered, pay very close attention to what comes next. Behavior 1. She remembers everything. You mentioned something in passing weeks ago, a small preference, a detail about your day, something you said once without thinking. She brought it back recently, and you barely remembered saying it yourself. This is not a coincidence, and it is not just a good memory. The brain does not retain information it considers unimportant. When a woman is emotionally invested in someone, her mind treats everything that person says as worth keeping. She is not taking notes consciously. Her emotional investment is doing it for her. She acts like she barely pays attention. Her memory tells the real story. Behavior 2. She notices your mood before you say a word. You walked in quieter than usual. You replied with slightly less energy than normal. You were not broadcasting anything, but she picked it up immediately. She asked if you were okay before you gave her any reason to ask. This level of attunement does not come from casual interest. It requires someone to have built a detailed internal map of you, your patterns, your energy, your baseline, and to be actively, if quietly, monitoring for changes. A woman who is truly unbothered does not track your emotional weather. Only someone who cares deeply enough to notice does that. Behavior 3. She pulls back right after getting close. This one is the most confusing and the most revealing at the same time. You have a genuinely warm moment together, a real conversation, a connection that neither of you performed. And then almost immediately, she creates distance. She gets busy, she becomes a little cooler, she pulls the emotional temperature back down to something manageable. This is not disinterest, this is self-protection. When a woman who is guarding her feelings gets too close to the surface of them, her instinct is to retreat before she reveals more than she intended. The pullback is not a sign that she doesn't care. It is a sign that she cares enough to feel exposed by the closeness. Behavior 4. She reacts to who you spend time with. She does not make a scene. She is far too composed for that. But when you mention spending time with someone else, particularly another woman, something shifts in her. The response comes a fraction too late. Her tone adjusts slightly. She asks a follow-up question that she frames as casual, but is not quite casual. She moves on from the topic quickly, which is itself a signal. A woman who feels nothing about you has no reaction to your schedule. The fact that something moves in her, even briefly, even quietly, means the investment is already there. She just hasn't decided what to do with it yet. Behavior 5. Her body faces you even when she is not talking to you. In a group setting, watch where she orients herself. Her words might be directed at someone else. Her conversation might be happening across the room, but her body, her feet, her shoulders, the angle of her posture keeps returning to you. This is entirely unconscious. The body moves toward what the mind is focused on without asking for permission. She cannot control this any more than she can control her heartbeat. While she is performing unbothered for the room, her posture is quietly broadcasting exactly where her attention actually lives. Behavior 6. She finds low-stakes reasons to be in contact. The meme she sent had no real reason attached to it. The question she asked could have been answered with a quick search. The thing she tagged you in was relevant enough to justify the tag, but not so urgent that it demanded a response. None of these things are random. They are reach-outs dressed as casual interactions, a way of closing the distance without having to admit she wanted to close it. Every low-stakes reason to contact you is a high-stakes feeling looking for a safe exit. She is not being strategic consciously. She is being pulled toward you and finding socially acceptable ways to follow that pull without revealing it.
Behavior 7. She lights up for a split second before she catches herself. It is fast. If you are not watching for it, you will miss it entirely. You walk in or you message her, and for one unguarded moment, Half a second, maybe less, something real crosses her face or her energy before the composure returns. A brightness, a softness, an involuntary warmth that she quickly smooths over with her curated calm. That split second is the most honest moment she gives you. Everything after it is managed, but that first flicker before she remembered to be unbothered, that is the truth she has been working hard to keep below the surface, and it keeps escaping anyway. Behavior 8. She challenges you more than anyone else does. She pushes back on your opinions. She questions your reasoning. She does not simply agree with everything you say the way someone who is indifferent or merely polite would. She engages with you, fully, sometimes sparingly, with a sharpness that is reserved specifically for you. This is not hostility. This is investment. Indifference does not argue. Indifference nods and moves on. When a woman who acts unbothered is consistently willing to challenge you, debate you, hold her ground with you, she is telling you, without telling you, that you are worth her full mental engagement. You do not bring your real self to people who do not matter. She is bringing hers. 8 behaviors, none of them loud, all of them real. The woman who acts unbothered and feels everything is not being dishonest, she is being careful. She has learned that showing too much too soon costs something, and she is not ready to pay that yet. But the feelings are there, they have been there, and now you know exactly where to look for them. Drop a comment below. Which of these 8 behaviors gave someone away for you? I read every single one. Now before you go, I want you to do 3 things. First, drop a comment right now and tell me which of these 8 behaviors gave someone away for you. Be specific. I genuinely read every single response and I reply. Second, if this video made you think of someone, share it with them. Sometimes the most honest conversations start with a video, not a confession. And third, if you are not subscribed yet, hit that button right now, because every single week I put out content on psychology, attraction, and human behavior that you are simply not going to find anywhere else. The next video is already going to change how you read people, and you do not want to miss it. I'll see you there.